neighborhood is on edge while police search for a man accused of sexually assaulting a boy. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez is live in Brookhaven. And Taisha, police told you the suspects use a friend's apartment for their crime, and this, quite frankly, is sickening.
Jovita, that apartment is right here across the street from the police station. Police don't believe the man who rents the apartment was involved in any way. People in this neighborhood are terrified over this.
I think you just have to watch your back at all times.
Residents in this Brookhaven neighborhood on Buford Highway are horrified by what police say these two suspects did to a child. Monday afternoon, police say a 12-year-old boy was walking through the Greenleaf apartment complex right across the street from the police department. They said Kevin Walker, who is HIV positive, and his friend, Kelvin Armstrong, grabbed the child, dragged him into an apartment, and sexually assaulted him.
That's really bad. How can they do that to a little boy? It's just crazy.
Police told me that neither suspect lives in the apartment complex, but they said a friend does. Right now, police don't believe that friend was there or had any knowledge of what happened. Police quickly arrested Walker, but they're still searching for Armstrong. Some parents told me they won't let their children play outside until police catch him. And some said they will never leave their children unattended again.
Well, I hope they catch these people.
And fast.
I mean, it's like you can't even let your kids run around anymore like you used to. It's a really scary world, honestly.
A viewer emailed me and said he knows where the suspect Kelvin Armstrong is. I gave him the investigator's number. If police capture him, we will let you know that during this newscast and, of course, online. We're live in DeKalb County, Brookhaven. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
All right, and we want to show you Kelvin Armstrong's picture once again. If you know where police can find this man, he is accused of raping a 12-year-old boy. We asked you to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 404-577-TIPS. Again, it's 404-577-8477. We also posted his picture on our WSB TV Facebook page so you can share it.
YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. This video comes straight out of GA, Georgia, that is. But we have two nasty-ass men, two diabolical son of a bees, if you know what I mean, who decides to rape a 12-year-old boy. Yes, I said a 12-year-old boy, not a 12-year-old girl, even though that's bad too, but a boy. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine you being a parent of this child and your child coming home, or you found out from the hospital or from a concerned neighbor or somebody who broke up the incident that your child was raped. You know what I'm saying? It would be so heartbroken to hear anything that happened to your child, especially when that child happened to be a male and other males done raped that child. It's bad enough dealing with a female if that's your daughter. So I'm not trying to make it on no scale of which one is worse, but it's just something, you know, to have this boy, to have his young manhood taken at such an early age, which it never should be taken anyway. But at the same time, by two bastards, HIV positive. Yes, that's right. So I'm gonna read a snippet from this story and I will give my opinion, even though it's gonna be a hard one this time. Surely as we go. Police still searching for man accused of raping a Brookhaven boy. And when you see this bastard, he's standing there like this, like a Cheshire cat. Like, see, when they take them pictures like that, like the one, the video I did of the transgender woman putting semen up in people's ass. You remember that little smile right there? The one that died and stuff, and not the Ron O'Neal, because that one right there is still living also. But the one that died, I mean, when you see people looking like that with that little smile, that little joker like that, be careful, be very wary, because they up to something. That's why they looking like that. Now, this story comes out of Brookhaven, Georgia. Now, Brookhaven police are still searching for one of two men wanted on charges of sexually assaulting a 12-year-old boy last week. Police said they are especially concerned because the crime seems to be completely random and was committed in broad daylight. These bastards don't give a damn. The devil don't care if it's nighttime, evening time, sundown time, morning time, or whatever the hell else. And these sick persons don't care neither, because hell, it wouldn't matter what time of day they did it. But the fact that these bastards had the nerve enough to do it in broad daylight. You see what I'm saying? They said if you want to hide something, do it in the dark, do it when it's nighttime. But they evidently weren't trying to hide shit. They didn't give a damn. I don't know if the urge was that strong in them, or that spirit that they have in there, that demonic evil ass spirit was so strong in them where they couldn't resist it. But still though, something have to be done about this situation right here, because these bastards have no right to go rape anybody's child, no right also to give them those unwilling children AIDS and stuff, having sex with these children. And this is so sad. And so when these guys go to prison, they're gonna wind up, if they make it that far, if the police don't kill them, if they make it to prison, they gonna wind up just like Nicki Minaj brother Jelani Mirage, how he was beat down a couple days ago in the video all over the internet. I just couldn't put it up because I ain't want y'all to see all those bolos getting thrown on poor Nicki brother. But anyway, on Monday, January the 19th, Brookhaven police said 2 men approached a 12-year-old boy from behind, grabbed the child, then dragged him to a nearby apartment complex on Beaufort Highway. Detectives said the boy was held against his will and raped by the 2 men. If that was my child, I promise you, I would be out all damn day long. They would be calling me a vigilante justice person that day because I would be ready. I have one steel-toe boot on my right side because I cook good with that right foot, and I have my Air Max on the other side in case you get to running and stuff. I still have a little speed, but I would shove that steel toe so far up their ass they be spitting out metal fragments for the rest of their lives. Now, the 12-year-old boy who was walking through the complex was approached from behind, grabbed and dragged into an apartment inside that complex where the boy was sexually assaulted, said Major Brandon Gurley of Brookhaven Police Department. Officers were called to the apartment in the Greenleaf Rio Vista apartments on Beaufort Highway shortly after 1 p.m. And for those of you around that way, you know exactly where that location is, Greenleaf Rio Vista apartment. And if anybody see this Kelvin son of a bitch, this Armstrong, you know what I'm saying? And he got to be some strong too, because I ain't gonna lie. Let me keep it real one way now. Now look. These guys that participate, they strong now. So you got to be careful running up on them. So it might be good you have a weapon or just call the damn police. If you can't get to the police, just whoop that son of a bitch ass. I'm sure the police won't do nothing to you. You know, I'm very sure they won't do anything to you. Matter of fact, they might congratulate you. Now, police quickly identified one of the suspects as 46-year-old Kevin Walker. You got a 46-year-old nasty ass man out here raping 12-year-old boys, and all these prostitutes running around here selling that nasty wow cookie and shit. But they don't want that. No, they want some 12-year-old booty. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, 12-year-old booty. They don't want to go get no damn woman. They don't want to take prescriptions and stuff to keep their stuff in check. You know what I'm saying? Or go get somebody else with HIV positive, a female or a male if that's their choosing. But don't now time sit up here and go get no damn child. You see what I'm saying? That's sad. 46 years old. And they arrested Kevin. He's facing a number of charges, including aggravated child molestation, cruelty to children, kidnapping, aggravated sodomy, aggravated sexual battery, reckless conduct of an HIV-infected person, which is life, you know, enticing a child for indecent purposes, and possession of methamphetamine. 2 counts of aggravated stupidity, 1 count of aggravated ugliness, and 1 count of being too goddamn horny where he couldn't control himself. I added those last 3 charges, but they should have been added in there. So I will write the Georgia board and seeking they add those charges on the list, on the docket for them guys. Now, the arrest warrant obtained by Fox 5 News states the boy was not only repeatedly sexually assaulted, but during the alleged assault, Walker had a belt wrapped around his hand, placing the victim in fear of receiving serious bodily injury. The warrant further states that Walker used a cloth towel soaked in video head cleaner, placed the towel over the victim's mouth and nose, and grabbed the victim's arm, pulling him into his apartment. Damn, you wanted some damn ass that bad? You wanted some penis that bad? Where you sit up here and basically kidnap a child, tie him up, and rape this boy repeatedly over and over again? What kind of demons are these people? I'm telling you. And you all don't want to talk about this mental illness. Well, give me this, answer this question for me right here for those of you skeptics out there. What would you classify this mental illness as? Because me, I classify it as a damn demonic entity, if you will. Because only a damn demon could do some shit like this. I don't know no damn person that has some kind of illness, some mental thing. Because if you that damn mental, then how can you gonna be horny and sexually at the same damn time and try to rape people? That's where the lines get blurred and twisted to me, because they're like, okay, we can make excuses for this situation, or we can make excuses for this people, but we refuse to really acknowledge what the hell going on. I'm finna say something else. The hell going on. But when you look at these pictures and let those who have eyes see, you can see that these people have demons in them. You can see it. And if you can't see it, you need to dust yourself off and try again. Now, at this point, it does appear to be a stranger on stranger type of incident, said Gurley. Investigators said Walker did not act alone in the attack. Police identified Kevin Armstrong, the fruity-looking bastard that you see, as a second suspect. He's wanted for aggravated sodomy, aggravated child molestation, and cruelty to children in the first degree. Police said Armstrong has an extensive criminal history and needs to be captured immediately. They might put his ass down like old Yellow the rabid dog. Now, investigators think Armstrong is trying to avoid being captured. No shit, Sherlock. I mean, damn, that's one time I got to just use my logic right there. I'm sure he don't want to be captured. Now, he's described as a 38-year-old black male, 5'11", 160 pounds, and has black hair with brown eyes. 38 years old messing with a 12-year-old boy. Then you got a 46-year-old nasty ass man messing with a 12-year-old boy. They need to take that 38-year-old man and that 46-year-old man and throw their ass. Don't even throw them to the lions, because we don't even want the lions to get sick. Don't throw them in the water. We don't want the sharks to get AIDS and sick. To fuck around, the sharks mess around, bite all the other sharks in the ocean. You had a whole damn ocean filled with polluted sharks and stuff. Bad enough, we got Fukushima and this shit in the Gulf of Mexico and stuff with all this oil spill stuff. So we don't need to throw their ass overboard, because you mess around here, every sea creature, marine life infected with the virus. No, we don't need that. We need to just don't even guillotine them. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't want no blood on the guillotine in case you got to do it to somebody else. The best thing to do is just take them to Florida, to Cape Canaveral. If they still sending people to outer space, put their ass on one of them Mars landing moon missions. Don't send them to prison. Send their ass out of space with no food. You know what I'm saying? Just lunch their ass up out of here some damn well, and let God do the rest. Now, we are warning the public, because we do fear that if gone uncaptured, that he could strike again and victimize another child, said Gurley. And believe me, he will, because if he done already his back against the wall, and he done already been in the joint, he already got a DOC number, which is Department of Correction prison number. He done already been in the system. Guess what? They gonna throw his ass away this time. So guess what? He might go all out. You know what I'm saying? He might go all out like Queen Latifah on Set It Off. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, gonna die like Queen Latifah on Set It Off too. Now, we are warning people to please watch your children. Watch where they go. If they're playing outside for more than a few minutes alone, check on them, and which is rightfully so. I used to do that to my little cousins and everything, even my little brother, my little sister. You know, I used to go out there and check on. They be right there. I'll be working. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? As long as they okay, because Lord knows I'm gonna die for mine. You know what I'm saying? They're not even my kids. You know, that's my siblings. But at the same time, you have to be very aware. Now, anyone with information on Armstrong's whereabouts is asked to call 911 or the Brookhaven Police Department at 404-637-0601. Police warn the public that the suspect shouldn't be approached by anyone other than law enforcement. And guess what? This is a point where you have to do away with this ignorant mentality of no snitching. This is one point, and I don't call it snitching, because it wouldn't be snitching if that was your child. Oh, and it wouldn't be snitching if you were 12-year-old and that was your booty. Let's be real now. Let's put it where people will receive it. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta say things in a certain way for people to really understand what you're saying. You feel me? Because you can't sound nice and sweet, because this story ain't nice and sweet. So that's why you have to relay the message as the message is told. That's why I'm saying all this to say this right here. If you see this bastard or whatever, don't try to do anything. He might bite you. He might have an infected needle on him or something. Call the damn police. When you call the damn police, call the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, you know what I'm saying, and call the CDC, the Center for Disease and Control, because ain't no telling, they might have to quarantine the whole area. Let me know what you all think about this situation. And to Kevin and Mr. Walker, y'all need to get y'all shit together. You see what I'm saying? And you might not be able, you're not going to be able to get it right in this lifetime, because some things we just can't forgive. Maybe God will forgive you, but we here on earth, we can't forgive that. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like Aretha Franklin once said, I can forgive, but I can't forget. Think about that today. If you like the video, push that like button. Definitely share this video. If you like the video, subscribe also, but share the video. And at the same time, you know, I know the video pretty hard. You can't show your children, you know, I don't want you to show no little children, but show those who you know that needs to be show things like this too, because it can happen. It really can happen to you. I'm out.